Howdy all, welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Man, it's been a while. Still got a touch of the cold. I kind of took the week off. Well, I mean, so my week is like, I keep a schedule, all right? And so I try to make time to record every day. Doesn't always happen. Used to be easier. I used to have a more open schedule than I do now. But on top of that, I have a couple of different gaming groups who have eaten up a lot of my time. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, those days I have two different gaming groups that meet alternatingly on those days. Sundays, both groups. And so, with this cold, I couldn't record and talk. And it's a little difficult for me to record a series if I can't talk. And so, I stopped recording, waiting for this cold to get to the point where I wasn't being overwhelmed by cold. Okay, it's nighttime. This could be bad. I do have a lot of points into int right now. Whoops. So if you do see heads come off like that, and like the previous one, it's because I'm rocking like 7 points of int. I had a bunch of points worked up. Oh, these are better than what I'm wearing. Oh, okay. Well, guess I'm gonna go with better. And so, oh, those are better than what I'm wearing. So, I had to take time off. I just did. It happens. Not very often, but it happens. Oh, jeez. I didn't even hear that guy come in. I heard him working his way in. I just didn't know he was in the room with me. Okay. Alright, so I do have a point available. If I do this, then I can work on getting together a forge. But yeah, so it's been a week. 10 leather and 3 duct tape and a bunch of pipes. I've got 2 leather. And I've got no duct tape. Alright, well, that's not happening then. I could put in a campfire, though. That's not a campfire. There we go. Not that I think that particularly helps me a lot. Oh, look, I got 4 more in there, and I do have some glue. So I need 4 more leather, and I do have glue and cloth, so that'll get me my 3 duct tape. So my week has been not particularly, I don't know, not particularly. I haven't really watched anything all week. Um, I've just been convalescing, I guess. We did watch Vox Machina again this week. So Legend of Vox Machina. It's a new animated series on Amazon. It's based off of a live-action D&D show I watched. It's been pretty good. I definitely like the newer episodes better than the first couple. The first couple were a little too silly. I felt, and so the later episodes were definitely much more serious. Although to be fair, the first 2 episodes were the introduction pre-series episodes, and the later episodes are the start of um, the actual one of the major campaign stories. So, um, okay, that got me enough pipes. So I just need. How much clay do I have in here? 162 clay. So I feel like all I'm missing then for my forge is stone, right? I need 180 stone. Or no, I need 50 stone. So I just need. Oh, I only need 3 pipes. Yeah. So I just need 4 more leather. 4 more leather might be tricky to get. Especially given that it's nighttime. Although I did just clear. I recorded once already and I didn't like it, so I started over. I did just clear this place, so I might be able to find some dead animals. I wish I had a helmet. I've got a light mod, but I haven't got a helmet. I don't know if you can get leather from this. No. I thought maybe I could get leather from that body I knew was here. But apparently that's not the case. Oh, crap. Oh, jeez. Me and never having my stuff repaired, I tell you. Where'd they go? All these points in Int, man, oof, they really help. Int does bigger head damage. Bruised headshot damage. Although this says with robotic turrets and stun batons, but it really feels like it applies to other weapons. Maybe it doesn't. My imagination says it does, though. Man, I was hoping. They're just gonna kill me. You know, let's run past him. I was hoping. Yeah, right here is what I was hoping to see. Oh, that just gave me cloth. Dang it. I thought that was leather. Oh. But yeah, it's pretty fun storyline that they're on. They're doing um, uh, the Briarwood arc, it's called. And so the campaign is split into multiple story arcs. And so first, the first major story arc is the Craghammer arc. And they didn't do that one. So they're starting with Briarwood arc, which, to be fair, is a better arc. Craghammer arc is fun, and I do like some of what takes place in it, but it is a very long arc. And basically, they get hired to go into an underground set of caverns to look for somebody who's gone missing in said underground caverns. And the deeper they go, the bigger the world opens up. And eventually they fight against an elder brain, which is a... they got these dudes called illithids in D&D. If you've ever seen... what's it called? Pirates? Like the Black Pearl, Johnny Depp Pirates. Have you ever seen that? Curse of the Black Pearl, all that stuff. Davy Jones in that looks a lot like an illithid, except you can't see their mouths. They're hidden behind the tentacles. Somewhere out here is a bookstore that I raided earlier. Oh, this is it right here. And I wanted to see if I couldn't get oh jeez. There's so many bad guys out here. I wanted to see if I couldn't get some... Will you switch? Okay, there's two. Come on. There's two. Okay. Alright, I think they got me all my stuff I need for my forge. And, so anyways, an elder brain is like the controller for the hive mind spawn of illithid. But then when they get back to the castle, which they skipped that whole arc. Instead, what they did was they started them fighting a dragon. And then once they finished with the dragon, they got invited to dinner with the leaders of Iman, which is where they're at. And while they were there, then the Briarwoods show up, which starts the Briarwood arc. Now, the Briarwoods are important because one of the characters in the campaign is the heir to the Briarwood city-state of Whitestone. But when he was younger, the when he was I don't think he was a child, but a teenager, anyways. The Okay, well that didn't work out like I had hoped. Maybe I'll put it over here. Yeah, that's better. The Briarwoods came in and ended up killing off his family and taking over. And so that starts the story where they go after the Briarwoods. And it's pretty fun. The Briarwoods are a vampire and a necromancer couple. And they have a pretty good tragic backstory and stuff that makes them super fun bad guys. Because obviously your bad guys are better if they have a good tragic backstory so you can sympathize with them. And it's definitely some of my favorite bad guys from the first campaign of Vox Machina. Well, Critical Role, I guess. Vox Machina is the name of the group of heroes in the first campaign. They're on campaign 3 now. I don't think they have a name for their group yet in campaign 3. Campaign 2, they were known as the Mighty Nine. So yeah, it's a pretty good show though. I've been pretty impressed with it. I will say that I've been watching that with my sister because she also enjoys Critical Role. And after we finish watching the episodes, you feel like, oh, I just want more. And so I asked her if she had watched any of Castlevania yet, and she had not. So that's what we spent the weekend. We watched 2 seasons of Castlevania. There are 4 seasons of Castlevania. Castlevania is pretty awesome. I actually think I like Castlevania a little better than Critical Role. Castlevania is based off of comic books. So it's a little more action oriented than Critical Role is. D&D campaigns tend to be a lot of sitting around talking with brief bursts of action. And not that there isn't a lot of action going on in Critical Role or the Legends of Vox Machina. Okay, nails is what I was thinking. Nails are going to be in here, buddy. You got to make your nails in here. How many of these do I normally make? 1, 2, food, medicine, weapons, mods, parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7 more boxes, right? Let me count that again. Parts, like engines, that's 1. Food, that's 3. Medicine, weapons, that's 5. Yep, and then tool parts and mods, that's 7. So I need 70 total nails, and I've got 6. So I can't make nails, can I? Oh, because you take clay. I can get you clay. What does it take to make 70 nails, though? 700 clay? No, 1 clay. It'd be 70 clay, 70 iron. So, while I wait for that, so yeah, so I definitely think Castlevania is a little more storyboarded than necessarily the animation for. I mean, they rewrote the live action campaign, so it's not exactly the same. There are different scenes and different characters, and some of the characters have different parts and stuff. But uh, Castlevania feels more action oriented so far than Critical Role. Plus, as much as I like the Briarwoods, Dracula has always been one of my favorite characters, and Castlevania has Dracula. Uh, Castlevania is old game series. Uh, the animation on Netflix is based off of a comic book that's based off of the game series. And so you got the three characters. You got Trevor Belmont. The Belmonts are a family of monster hunters, and uh, most of the games are about different members of the Belmont family. And my favorite's two that I've played. I just really dug Simon Belmont, Simon's Quest for some reason. But game 3 had Trevor, Sypha, and Alucard, which seems to be what the comic book and the Netflix show is based off of. But basically, it's got one of my favorite versions of Dracula I've seen in a while. I mean, nothing beats the original Dracula, of course. Why can't I do 70? Why do you just show me one nail? I don't understand why it won't let me type in 70. It won't let me type in 56. It won't let me do in between. All right, you know what? I'm going to close this, open this back up. Can I please do not 17, 70, 7, not 70. Was that so hard? Apparently. Um, so, basically, the story is about. Well, I don't know. I guess I should do the other one first, right? So, Vox Machina is about Legend of Vox Machina is about the first two episodes they fight a dragon and then the Briarwoods show up, and the Briarwoods are tied into one of the players' backstories, and so the Briarwoods are responsible for the death of most of his family, and they've taken over Whitestone. And like I said, she's a necromancer, he's a vampire, and so the Briarwood arc is when they go to Whitestone to defeat the Briarwoods and remove them from Whitestone. It's pretty good. There's a lot that goes down. Briarwoods have, like I said, great tragic backstory that make them a lot of fun. I don't have any wood. I've done put my wood. All in here. I need some wood. I need a tree. There's a tree right there. Castlevania is about Dracula meets this woman who wants to be a doctor, and she cajoles him into agreeing to teach her science, and then in the 20-year jump from when he agrees to teach her science and the time when the church is burning her at the stake for being a witch, her and Dracula have fallen in love and had a child who's half human, half vampire, and nice. And Dracula has left the country to go on a journey of learning, traveling as a man does at the request of his wife. And so when he returns, they have killed her. And, I just realized I'm not going to be able to put my boxes in where I want to because this dang ceiling's going to be in the way. Look at that. And I guess I can just lay them out side by side. And so then he does this great scene with this old woman who was receiving treatment from her. And he tells her to take her family and flee the country. And that if he hadn't traveled as a man, as she had requested, that he would have been here in time to save her. And he'll travel as a man no longer. And so he bursts apart and then becomes the fire that they use to burn her and demands to know what they've done. All right, we'll call this. No, I didn't want to unlock it. I wanted to write on it. Completed parts. Raw food. Cooked food. Medicine. Weapons. Tool parts. And mods. Oop. Technically, I don't put that in there. I know those aren't really raw food, but I call them raw food. And so then he tells them, out of respect for his wife, they have a year to gather all their stuff and leave the country. And anyone who remains after a year, he's going to kill. Oh. And so then a year goes by, and the bishop for the country holds a little deal, and is like, look, the devil said he would destroy us, but here we are, safe a year later. And so there's like sunshine, right, when he starts talking. And then the longer he talks, the darker it gets, and then it starts to rain blood. And so the face of Dracula comes out of the clouds and tells them they had their year, and now they die. And then monsters rain from the sky and start killing everyone. And then into all that, you mix in the speakers, who are traveling mystics, one of which is a sorcerer, and she meets oh, you know what? That's just gotta stay with me. She meets Trevor, and then they eventually find Alucard, and then decide to team up together to take down the crazed Dracula. And then in season 2, that's where they have to fight against Dracula and his armies. Season 3 is one of the vampires tries to take over. And then season 4 is a completely new bad guy. Season 4, I have the end of season 4 fight as my desktop background because I thought it was so fun. Cooked food. All right, I got all my stuff sorted. I don't know how many deaths that took me today, but it took a few. I got my intellect to 7. I got my forge started. I need to get my intellect to 10 so I can then up to be able to do steel again, which is my goal. I do have the iron knuckles recipe. Iron, but I think that takes. No, it doesn't. It does take forged iron. I need 12 forged iron, 2 leather, 2 duct tape, and mechanical parts. It is my favorite style of weapon, melee weapon, before I get my AK and scope and stuff going. So, might. I just noticed a bag here in this window. Might have to. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad I jumped up there to that window. So I'm going to have to get that going pretty quick here. So, all right, with that, be better than the small things, leading the light. I will talk to you later.